Well, I lived a very sedentary life. For a long time, I work at a desk. There were days like I would sit there for 10, 12 hours working, never get up to eat, never get up to walk, never just working. And quite honestly, I smoked cigarettes. I just very sedentary, didn't eat right. And my sister died at 56. And so I said, this is it. I have to change my life. And so I quit smoking. And when I hit my 1 year of no more smoking, I said, I have to tackle my weight and my strength. So I started tracking what I was eating, exercising. I joined a gym. It's very uncomfortable going into a gym when you're very heavy, you don't know what you're doing. And I belonged to a church group, and we were meeting for dinner, and I was whining about my weight. It wasn't coming off. I was exercising, eating right, and she recommended that I come here. She had been coming here for about 4 years. And her daughter also comes here, and so she said, I think you should just go try it and see. And so it was pretty amazing. Everything I was doing was wrong. I was working out too hard, which was kind of a weird thing to wrap your mind around. And I wasn't eating enough, which is also another thing to wrap your mind around. So the education that you get here is priceless. Since January 1st, I'm down 60 pounds. When the DEXA scan showed my bones were bad, way too much fat, my goal is over the next year, you know, it's been new me 2025, well, it's gonna be new me still 2026. On the VO2, to try to keep the heart rate in the range of burning fat, that was an eye-opener to me. You know, that where your heart rate needed to be to burn fat instead of sugar. So that was very eye-opening. I monitor that heart rate the whole time I'm exercising. The meal tracker's the biggest thing for me is I'll put in what I think I'm gonna eat and see where it is. And then if it's not where I want it to be, falling in the nutrition that I need, then I change it up before I eat it. So I think that's super helpful. So my partner in the mortgage company, he and I were talking. He works out 5 days a week. He hasn't lost 1 pound in over a year. And I said, you have to go to the Moses method. I bet you're doing everything wrong. And he's like, no, my nephew's having me do it. I said, your nephew's 35 years younger than you. What works for him isn't going to work for you, and he is now a member. Can I just say one more thing?
Yes, you may.
Everybody at the Moses Method, you guys are the biggest cheerleaders and so positive. It's completely enjoyable to come here. So thank you.